evening, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well this evening. I hope you're excited to continue to sit with us and enjoy a weekend full of awesome shenanigans. The Food Smorgasbord continues. We will be playing Kickle Cubicle for the Nintendo. This will be the any percent run. I have upgraded it from a casual run to an 80% run, so we will be attempting to finish all 4 worlds of this game. So without further ado or delay or other shenanigans, I pray tell that y'all bear with me, and we'll see what happens. We're going to make this happen. All right, so let's get it up here, up and running. Everything looks good. Ready? 3, 2, 1, click. Let's go. So this is Kickle Cubicle. This is a game that I grew up with. It is a puzzle game. It involves not only puzzle-solving skills, but a little bit of quick-clicking action. You are a snowman boy who can spit ice and create little cylinders. And you live in a world called the Fantasy Kingdom. One day, the mighty evil Wizard King decided to freeze and lock away the majority of all of the fantasy land under a wonderful sheet of ice. So it is your job I would say your chosen duty to use your little ice spitting powers to free them one land at a time. And what are these lands, you ask? Well, the first land we're saving is Garden Land. It is a land full of garden people. As you will see here briefly, we just saved the corn people, and they told me to go free the world from the Wizard King. Which is exactly what we're going to do. And so, level by level, we use our puzzle-solving skills and speed to, of course, break them down as quick as we can. I didn't really need to do that, but that's fine. We're going to do it anyways. Use our puzzle-solving skills and break it down as quick as we can. My goal is to die as little as possible, as with any speedrun, I suppose. In this case, death is just a total waste of time. There's some peppers for y'all. Let's see some peppers in chat if there's any. You get 3 lives, and then it game's over. The only thing you lose in a game over is your points. And the opportunity to pick up the wonderful, awesome, incredible, lovely prizes as a result of... Oh, no! Yeah, I asked for that one. The only thing you lose is the points and your opportunity of earning a special ring, which covers the arena, the ice arenas, with lovely, tasty something. And usually it's just like flowers or something. And those flowers are just points. So we don't really care about points too terribly much, so we're not really interested too much in the point thing, but that's okay. So, just gonna keep pushing along, keep shoving along. So I'm gonna use my power of freezing to freeze these little knobby guys. I forget entirely what they're called already because, you don't really pay attention. More about it. Not important. Moving on. But as we go along, we'll be introduced to other characters that have other abilities. These little blue guys, these little blobby guys jumping around, they have one job: to get in your way and kill you. And they're not that hard, as you can clearly see. You just walk up to them, freeze them, move along. We're going to ignore the 1-up. We don't need no stinking 1-ups. It's speed running. Speed running doesn't need no stinking 1-ups. Not usually. Alright, dropping through the garden land one at a time, saving the lands of vegetables, one lovely, lovely, sweet mess of freezing later. Which is kind of weird. You think, a creature that can spit ice, his whole goal is to free the land from being frozen. You kind of figure that's kind of backwards, but you know what? Kickle doesn't care. He's defeating the purpose of his own existence, but, whatever, it's fine. By the way, we're introduced to the chicken there. The chicken's job is, of course, to run around. You can freeze him, but you cannot push him like a normal ice block that you make the other blue guys out of. What he'll do is he'll run around, and if there's an ice block present, he'll run up to it as quick as he can and kick it. In the early stages of the game, it's not really that big a deal, because the early stages of the game, we're not really worried about him taking that. But later on, we are. So you also see there very briefly. Oh, you're gonna do that, aren't you? That's fine. We're gonna grab these real quick. Do this really quick. Come on, no. You suck. Go away. No. By the way, you cannot freeze that guy either. He actually does freeze. The owl freezes into an ice block, but if you try to kick it, he unfreezes and kills you. So the only thing you can do to really stop him is to freeze him and then kind of run away from him. That's all you can really do. Alright. So each level is shaped and all pretty cute-like, which, you know, whatever. This is obviously the lobster stage. It was a rock lobster. Alright. Now hopefully we do this. We'll keep going down. No, we won't. Come on down. Right down here. I want you right there, please. Thank you. Generally speaking, there's not really much in the way of RNG in this game. Your placement will dictate where they go. Pretty much all the creatures in the game are convinced to go certain directions based on where you're at. There's no really solid set path for anything for the most part. But not a particularly difficult game. But we're gonna move along. We're gonna freeze this guy. We're gonna mush that guy. Get out of the way. We're gonna freeze that guy. Make a little bridge. You see he gets to actually use his kicking skill. And we move along. Freeze the turnips! So how y'all doing this evening? I hope you're all doing very well. Like I said, I actually just started learning the speedrun of this a week ago. And I'm quite pleased that I managed to get it to where it's at. Hopefully I don't go over the estimate that was placed. Originally when I was doing this, when I had the time set for this, it was set as a casual run. And I was only able to beat the first 3 worlds in under the hour. I am able to, hopefully, prove that the special here and beat it under an hour for all 4 worlds. There are an additional 30 bonus levels. We will not be doing those because I didn't practice it. 2, it will go well over the hour. So, we will use what we got as we have it. Alright, so, onward. That's good, you'd be right there. You're just that kind of guy, aren't you? Alright. One more. Go. So you ask, what does this game have to do with food? Well, the first 3 worlds, conveniently, or first 3 lands, are food-based. The first world is Garden Land. The second world is Fruit Land. And the third world is Cake Land. Fourth world is Toy Land. Not a fruit or vegetable or food of any kind, but you know what? Dang it. It's a fun game. We're going to save them all. And say hi to the Spikies. This is the first level we see them. They don't, they follow a set path around the edges. And we use that to our advantage to solve the puzzles there. So in chat, if I could see anybody out there, how many of you have actually played this game before or grew up with this game? I'm kind of curious, because this is one of those ones that might be kind of an obscure title. I mean, some people out in the chat there probably have played this or seen this before. If you've been on my channel at all, of course you have, because I've played it several times. But I'm kind of curious, how many people out in the chat have actually played this before? Kick it, chicken. Bam! Free signal. Get it done. It's alright. Alright, so we want to freeze this guy right there. Pop him there. Grab these. Come back down. Just as I timed it. Beautiful. So again, just to remind everybody, this is our second annual Feed the Children Marathon benefiting the Random Acts charity. Please, if somebody could do the exclamation mark donate in chat, that is what we're here for today. We are playing video games, not just for your pleasure, but we are playing it to raise money for the said charity. So I hope everybody, out of the willingness of your heart, consider giving a small donation, 5, 10, 15 bucks, whatever. If you feel up to it. If you don't, that's fine. We're happy to have you here, but any donation to that would be absolutely awesome. There are plenty of prizes and plenty of incentives as well. Plenty of additional gaming that can happen if you do decide to donate. So again, also ask you to consider that as well in your donation. But again, wanted to say really quick that I appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. We will be doing this for the next over 3 days. Well, we've exhausted most of one, but for the next 3 days, we are going to keep playing a bunch of games. Rest of today, all tomorrow, all Sunday, and maybe even a little bit into Monday. So, hope you're excited for that. I'm excited for that. I got games pretty much all in a couple of days, so I'm excited for it. I'm ripping and raring to see what everybody's got to share with us in this wonderful smorgasbord. We have saved the onions. Sorry, Toad. We saved the onions. Okay, last level of Gardenland. The last level of all 4 of these worlds tend to be a little bit more difficult. This one isn't whatsoever. You've got 2 ways you can shoot these guys, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Pop that guy because we don't want him to come back after us. We need to go these 2 edges. A little bit more. Go, grab that, come down, and we're good. And we have saved the tomatoes! Do you enjoy tomatoes? I enjoy tomatoes. Tomatoes are great. Please help save our princess by going up the giant Jack and the Beanstalk because we're absolutely original! So, as you will find out, once you've beaten the land, you must fight a gruesome, horrifying boss. And after you beat the boss, you save the princess of that particular land. Much to no one's surprise, most of those princesses are named basically something from the land that you saved them from. Spoilers, they're special. So, for the first world, we go up on the Jack and the Beanstalk style beanstalk. We ride the clouds to the Pumpkin Palace. Isn't that a lovely, lovely, beautiful looking palace? That is the actual palace. That is like not skinned over or anything. That's it. Princess lives there. It's beautiful. It's glorious. But our boss is Coke. Coke the Burb. Coke the Burb is kind of a pain in the backside. So, run away. Oh, hey, I didn't die. That's amazing. There's one. Okay, go ahead. Alright. 2, 3, and there's an unneeded 4th. And we're through the first world. Hey, Steel Eyes, how you doing? And Arborelia. And here we go. There's the princess. Princess Watakwa. No. Princess Pumpa. Thank you for saving me, but there's 3 more kingdoms. On we go. 2-year-old's supposed to have insert shapes into it. Exactly. Fruitland. It's a pineapple. Looks like a grenade. Moving on. No one said Fantasy Kingdom was going to be friendly to absolutely everybody. Hey, stop right there. Alright, let's not hit the spikes. And we didn't do this quick enough, so we're not going to be able to dodge these things quite the way I wanted to, but that's okay. Good enough. Oh, but we're not saving just one princess. No, we're saving 4 princesses. Alright, in this stage we're introduced to yet another creature, the bomb. It's just a bomb. That's just what it is. It's a bomb. Not to be confused with the bomb-oms. It's just, you know, just a bomb. It's fine. I can't help but notice Fruitland looks a lot like a grenade. Okay, another character introduction. We have the clowns. They throw beach balls. See if you can do this without having to stun any of the rest of them. We got it. Freeze. Got him. Oh, somebody please think of the children. I wish you will think of the children. And if you think about the children, think about how much food they need. And we're rescuing the food of the fantasy lands. Why don't you rescue the food for the children of this land by considering donating to the Random Acts charity? Nice. Ah! So close, so close. Two deaths. I'm sad, but that's fine. You can take your time there, but again, trying to speedrun a little bit, trying to be somewhat quick. That wasn't even intended. So one of the features of this game, one game over, one of the features of this game, if you want to call it a feature, is if you tap a direction, but you don't fully commit to pushing that direction, your character will turn that way, but will actually push himself back into his own tile. Which means you can actually have situations where if you need to switch a direction to pass that ice beam somewhere, you can actually do that without actually moving or committing to moving fully into a block, which is fantastic. But unfortunately, this feature comes with a drawback. It can randomly do that when you're intending to move into a block and frequently kill you as a result. So yeah, it's not the feature that not necessarily the feature that we needed, but it's the feature that we're gonna get. One more. All right, and there we go. This stage we're introduced to the springs. So every couple of stages we're introduced into for a new obstacle or new tool to use throughout the speed run. Oh my goodness! Steel Eyes donated $6. It's always an awesome pleasure to donate to a group of awesome people doing awesome playing awesomely. I may have ad-libbed a little bit of that. I apologize. Thank you very much, Steel Eyes, for your contribution. We appreciate it very much. So does Random Acts. Thank you very much. Alright, so that last stage introduced the hammers. The hammers, or the mallets, I guess if you want to call them a mallet, is very, very special. A lot of the puzzles through the rest of the game will involve you using those hammers to solve it. And the easiest way to explain it is if an ice block hits the head of the mallet, either from the top or the bottom, or the side, I should say, it'll spin and smack at the direction the hammer is facing. And that's really the best way to consider it, is whatever direction it's pointing, if it gets hit, it's going to spin around and hit that direction. Pros and cons of that. Pros is, it does exactly what I just said it did. The con is if you're standing in place when that happens, it will hit you and it will knock you out and kill you. But at least as a plus, it will actually kill an enemy as well. So if an enemy is standing in the way when that happens, it'll do that to him as well. Cool. This stage we introduced the cannon, which you can see they spit hot, steaming bombs. And those bombs can kill you very easily. Is it? I can change that a little bit. Not a problem, not a problem. Tweak that just a smidgen for you. There you go. Very few times in my life have I been called quiet. Very few times in my life have I been called quiet. And springs introduce this function. So with the springs comes the added bonus, or the added effect of, if as soon as the ice block hits the spring, before the spring hits the ice block to bounce it back, you have a brief window to push the block again. Alright, so here's what I mentioned earlier about the, oops, I didn't quite get the ice as quick as I wanted to. The direction the hammer points is the direction the hammer is going to hit it. So we want it to go left, we face it left. If we want it to go right, we have to face it right. And we're going to use these little cylinder blocks. Help me. Whoop! I nearly just murdered myself. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. Save more cherries. Dog, are you being upset? My dog is just like all dejected. He's just like, nobody's paying attention to me right now. Raise your dog emotes in chat if you have them. Alright. Some of these stages are a lot easier than they look, like this one here. Some of these stages look incredibly complicated, but once you know the trick of them, they're not really that bad. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Alright, Fruitland. We're almost done with Fruitland. Almost halfway through the game. And Chris, we are grateful for you as well, and coming out and saying hey with us and spending time with us as well, and hopefully we are able to do it good for you today. Bananas! There's your bananas in chat. Alright, so we got more spinies here. We got more of that shenanigans going on. We're gonna push that guy up that way. We're gonna push that up there. That frees up a couple of our things. We only need one more for that. So that's one less than I normally use. There we go. These little blobby over here. Ba-ba, ba-ba. And now we gotta wait for these spinies, because they're just going all over the place. I may have done myself a bad. 4 deaths. Counting them up. That's fine. We'll figure it out. We got this. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And I did myself a bet! By the way, pushing a ice block into a spiny if you caught it murders whatever poor little creature you just froze. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad times. Sad times. But you know what? It's not sad times. Raising money for kids to feed them. That's not sad times. So hope you consider opening up your wallet a little bit and helping out the kids this season. Not everybody gets that awesome Thanksgiving holiday, and Randomax is, I'm sure, more than happy to do what they can to help those kids, help the kids in need of that. Three more in the fruit land. We're almost done with this land. We got 2 more lands to go. Some more complicated puzzles. That's right. You cannot have a puzzle game and the puzzle's not starting getting a little more crazy. Oops. I'll put that right there. Up you go. Thank you. And up you go. Frosty! Peaches! Two more to go. Alright. So it's easiest to grab from the right and go counterclockwise. Because then they'll go down. Just freeze them that way. Get this one here. No. Grab that now. No. No, like that. Like that. And go. And we have saved. I think those might be pineapples. I'm not 100% sure. They're a little orange on my screen. Oh no, they look the right color on the capture. My screen's a little orange, a little orangey. All right, so this is the last stage of the fruit land. It's not the most difficult stage, but it's definitely an overly long one. Because you basically just sit here and blah 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 for a few minutes, a few seconds actually. No. We don't do minutes here. Okay. There we go. Get a little double push there. Pop that there. Actually, that's actually the way I want to go. There we go. Go this way, please. Oh, you meanies. This way. Alright, not that way. That way. Yes! Got it! Alright. Thank you for saving us! Now go underwater and save our princess. I will warn you that the boss of the third world, the entrance to its stage, has a massive seizure warning. Not this one, but the next one. It is a massive seizure warning. It's probably the worst flashing I've seen in any video game ever. So I will warn you now, a full world ahead, that is coming. So if you have issues with that, please do yourself a favor and look away. I can't. I have it on 3 screens right now. I can't look away! Alright, so this round we fight the clown. Each one of these bosses has a different gimmick, but they all throw items in the same general fashion. In this case, this one throws a bunch of bouncy balls and then tries to charge you or leap through the air like that and land on you. We're going to do that and run. We got to hit him 2 more times, and we're not going to deal with what we've got on the board right now. My opinion, the worst one of these 4 bosses is actually the 3rd boss. The final boss of the game isn't even that bad. The 4th boss, that's the one that's really a pain in the 3rd boss, excuse me. And so, Fruitland was saved. Princess Lutia shows her gratitude to Kickle by telling him, your princess is in another castle. And so, we venture to Cakeland. Cakeland is a fork, by the way. Appropriate. And, in appropriate fashion, the levels get more ridiculous. Yes, yes they do. Bounce. And victory! I'm not even sure what that is. I have no idea what that pink stuff was. I can identify the rest. I cannot identify the pink stuff. Just saying. Oops. Alright. So we basically have to kind of race the, there we go. We have to race the Spinies around and make some expert shots. Yes. Donuts for everyone! How about donating some money to get some donuts to some kids? I mean, seriously. That's what we're here for! Maybe not donuts specifically, but let's do this. Freezy! Nope, I missed. Ah! I have a few of these levels that get that close. Lollipops! Is this game making you hungry yet? Yes, those are basically the equivalent of Dark Nuts. Which they're a major pain in the backside because they're the only creature that if you try to, well, they're the only creature that if you try to freeze them from the front, they will actually reflect your freeze ray and freeze you instead. No! I was in the next tile! Oh, it's 5. That's very unfortunate. The challenge here is you want to actually race to get to the ice block that's blocking the cannon in the end there. Because if you do, you don't have to worry about freezing another little blobby to to get in there. Otherwise, if you don't, you have to freeze up lobby and shoot it down that pipe. We have saved the burgers! I don't know why the burgers are in the cake land, but fair enough. We have burgers. As Waldemort, Ozion, and Sparkover, good evening to you all. Of course, see you Too Good and Esmore. There's a few people here. Freeze! Alright, let's do some awesome Kickle freezing action. Oh, I missed. There we go. We made it! These burgers got some sweet sauce. Yeah, they do. Yoink. I don't need no stinking lives. Yeah, we do. It doesn't make any difference at this point. Candy! Speaking of candy, stay tuned to the next game featuring a very special version of a Link to the Past randomizer. The Fall Festive randomizer. We managed to tuck away a few extra seeds, and tonight you're going to get to see probably the last major stream of a Fall Festive rando, unless they open some up for in the future. Featuring a great deal of candy. Flan! Honey mustard, yeah. Upon the Spud, leaving his burgers in chat. Sharing them burgers. Why not share some burgers with some children by donating today? Yes. Oh. I tried. Now I actually have to wait because I actually did that too fast. Whoop! Got him! I actually did that too fast. The guy wasn't low enough to freeze. But you got to see what happened there. I hit him on the side, which when he turned, and he reflected the ice beam. No. Alright, so here we have our first instance of a rather slightly more difficult puzzle. Featuring the hammer, of course. This one is more difficult primarily because if you're not being careful, you'll wind up hitting the getting hit by the turtle, and if the turtle rolls through your ice block, it'll actually break it. We don't want that to happen. Okay. No. Okay, we're good. Ice cream! Lieutenant Dan, ice cream! I'm a walking bag of memes. Sitting bag of memes, currently. Alright, so in this stage, we're introduced to another new block. We're more than halfway through the game, and yes, we are still finding new blocks to play with. In this run, we have the ice splitter blocks. And the ice splitter blocks do what I basically said they do. They split your ice blocks. And unfortunately make it impossible to use your block if they hit the ice block. So, we want to use these blocks. Oh, I wasn't paying attention! I just ran right into that. It's like, meh, I'm good. Brah! There we go. It's fine. Don't. Are you? I pushed that. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. I'm gonna be a little more careful here. I'm just gonna. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yep. Okay. We're fine. This is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong here. We're absolutely fine. Oh, that was special. Super Tay Plays, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it very much. Good timing. Good timing. Alright, this one is tricksy. This one is all kinds of tricksy. I'm gonna push this way. Push this way. We're gonna freeze this guy right there. And make sure we're out of the way! narrowly avoided 3 kinds of death there. It's fine. We're fine. We're all fine. We're all good here. How are you? 6 deaths. Alright, so we're going to try this the fast way to start. If I fail, we'll do it the not so fast way. Oh! Ah, got it. First try. Flan! That one you have to do fast because if you don't, that ice block at the very end will melt and that spiny will come and kill you. Unfortunately, you can't block those bouncing things. Yeah. You going that way? Okay, good. You're gonna die. Called it. I really want to know what these pink things are. I can identify all the other food objects but that one. I have no idea what that one is. I'm guessing a nice fruity gelatin, maybe gelatin? There's some jello with some whipped cream on there. Maybe I'd be off on that. That's all good. Alright. Speed time, let's go. Go, 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 push it this way. Go, 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 go. Got it. First try, every time. Every other time, too. Alright. So here we want to make sure that we're not in the way of that block when it comes around and, you know, gets kicked. This one here, we're going to leave a little present there. We're going to do some bricklaying. Come on, you can kick it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just kick the nice, unassuming block. Thank you. First try, every try. That's right. That's how we roll. Eclairs. Now, I could really go for some frickin' donuts right now. It's just making me hungry. You know who else is hungry? A lot of kids. There's a lot of kids out there that are really hungry and could use your support. Consider donating. I'm going to go up here. Whoop. Right there. Whoop. There you go. More ice cream! Yeah, we had some sickness go through the house, so we got some people coughing. It's all right. We'll be all right. We'll be fine. We'll make it. Don't feel like we're gonna make it, but we'll make it just fine. Don't mind us. All right. So these are the dream bags, and these dream bags. Whoop! Nearly just got me killed. Prepare to say goodbye to Cake Land. That's right. Thank you very much for the well wishes. Cake Land! Good night! Okay, so again, fair warning, it will be a massive seizure warning here. If you have any problem whatsoever with flashing lights, this would be a good time to minimize your screen. I'll let you know when it's done. Because it will be very, very seizure heavy. Seizure potential heavy. Lots and lots of flashing. We have freed Cake Land from the flashing magic orb of death. And we get bubbles! Yeah, like I said, that right there is probably the worst flash I've seen in almost any video game I've ever played. Because it just keeps going and going and going, and it's just, it's horrible. It is. It's, like I said, like the worst flashing I've seen in any video game ever. It may not be the worst, but for me, it feels like it. Alright, so that's 3. We're going to watch the bouncing here. Come over to this side. You got an orb for me? Right there. And he dead. You're not dead! How are you dead? Alright, so that is technically the hardest of the 4 bosses. But apparently, not too bad. And you have saved Princess Crema of the Cake Land. Yes, Princess Crema rewards you by telling you your princess is still yet in another castle. To Toyland! By the way, a week ago, I wouldn't have made it anywhere near under 45, 50 minutes. Okay, worst stage in the game, bear with me. Hold on, serious time. Okay. Serious time! Okay. That one just sucks. Toyland, it's a gun. It's just a freaking gun. It's just a gun. We got fruits and vegetables and a fork, and then it's just a freaking gun. Oh crap! Yeah, mistakes were made. Mistakes were very made. Normally you could kill all those guys and not worry about it, but here we introduce our final enemy outside the last boss, the snowmen. They do exactly what you do, except they can't put an ice block down. They can only spit ice. And you cannot freeze them with normal methods. Back to the sparks. You gotta take these guys. These guys are fun. You cannot kill these guys. You can only avoid them. Make it fast enough. Grab it. Got it. We just follow this guy to victory. Times were different back then. Some toy wind-up cars for you. Come on, Toyland. You, me, and Breath of Ice. Alright, let's go. Here's one of the more challenging stages of trying to dodge absolutely freaking everything. Wait for the shot to go through. Okay. Yep. Alright. Yep. Not as clean as I'd like, but there you go. You'll shoot your eye out. Ho, ho, ho. Steve with the D. Thank you for the subscription. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll get a retro win in chat there. Sauce! Alright. Here's another challenging stage with the Spinies. And they're very quick, as you can clearly see. We're going to block him down there. We don't need no stinking Spinies. Just going to sit here, block him up there. You can probably get away without blocking all of them. But if you do, it makes it a little more easy casually. Yeah, I made a mistake! I made a mistake! Santa hats! And just to let you know, Christmas is around that corner. Why not consider gifting a donation? You know, I keep saying all this, and I know I'm leading it all into it. But seriously, though, that's why we're here. We're here to raise some money for the Random Acts charity. Please consider donating. If you can't, that's fine. Do what you're able to do, and if you can't do anything, that's fine. We're happy to have you here. Your support means a lot to not only the Random Cause charity, but us as well. Crap! Boom! Nice mistake. But yeah, please consider that. We do have some incentives. If you want to see the marathon continue going, there's a few incentives to make the marathon last a little bit longer. Some extra games or extra categories for certain games. You can hit exclamation mark schedule, and you can hit exclamation donate. You can see the incentives there. We did meet one of the earlier incentives, but please consider maybe helping us meet a few more. It'd be great. We would very much appreciate it. Oh, out of the way! We got this. It's fine. But yes, everything that you see spinning over Kickle's head is actually a living creature. All the bananas, the cherries, the apples, the toy dolls, they're all living creatures in this fantasy universe. So we're doing what we can to save them all. Reality check, or rather a difficulty check here. So, serious time. That's what I'm looking for. Serious time. Hold on. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna wait for that thing to come around. I know it's slower, but I'm gonna wait for it to come all the way back around because I don't want to die. We've already died 6 times. We can't die anymore. Can't die anymore. No more. Remember the stage being a bit tricky. It is. All these every stage in this game is tricky, but the trick to a lot of the stages, a lot of them, the solution is just super simple. Some of these are ridiculous the whole way through. This one is ridiculous the whole way through. Ah, I screwed up already. Crap! That'll take care of that. Hi, how you doing? Crap. I know what I need to do, I can't do it because I got... Ooh! I know what I need to do, but it keeps wandering in there. It don't always wander in there every time. Got it. Some of these stages are something. Some of these stages are something. I will point out that although I have played this game for a very long time, I didn't actually start trying to learn the speedrun until a week ago, so I'm a lot sharper on the first 3 worlds than I am the last one. But for reference, the world record for this game, the whole game, not including the bonus puzzles, is 43 minutes and some odd change. Oh no! I got stuck in the ice block. I got stuck. I went too far. It triggered too far. See, that's what the thing I was talking about earlier. The game is very, very slippery in the regards of if you don't fully commit to pushing into the movement, you can have some real problems at certain points. Just oh, nice, appreciate it. Where your character will actually completely slide into a block and die, or not slide into a block and die. It's a little tricky. We saved Christmas trees, everybody. Christmas trees have been saved. Christmas has been saved by a snowman. I believe it. You know, I was asking for that. 8 deaths. I was asking for that. 9 deaths! Gosh freaking darn it! Stop it, Wepen. Enough of that. No more deaths. Just because Kickle is immortal doesn't mean you gotta prove it. Nope! Just because Kickle's immortal doesn't mean you need to prove it. Ooh! Again? No! 10? Gosh darn it! Okay, let's solve a problem here right now. See, this is what happens. You forget yourself, and then stuff just goes really freaking downhill. I am very sorry at the performance that you're seeing right now. Okay, that'll work. Almost forgot to grab this one. Don't hit me. Okay. I didn't grab the one on the bottom. I didn't grab the one on the bottom. Ah! Well, that 1 hour timer is coming in. Going to be coming in pretty close here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. This is perfectly normal. It's fine. We'll make it. We'll be fine. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I didn't grab the one on the bottom again! Alright. We're gonna ignore those last 2 or 3 minutes just happened. We're gonna ignore those last 2 or 3 minutes just happened. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Okay. Here's a real challenging one. Okay. Oh. No! 11. You see, I did practice. I promise I did. Okay. Got it. We got this. We're still on pace for under an hour. We can absolutely do this. We've got this. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong here. This is absolutely fine. Everything that's happening is completely intentional. It's completely fine. Crap. There we go. Got it. The next stage is harder. Nope, no, it's not. Rest of the game's easy. Rest of the game's quite easy. Actually, no. It gets worse. These puzzles get worse. They get even worse in bonus mode, by the way. Like this one. This one, you have to chase the spike. Gosh darn it. And you have to race the spike all the way down and around. If the spike starts to gain on you, you are in trouble. If it doesn't, you're okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't let the spike gain on me anymore. We'll be okay. Alright, we're good. So now that spike will go inside, take care of my light work. I'm going to grab this, wait for it to come back out. And I'm going to deal with it! And save the pandas! Yeah, bonus mode is just stupid. Bonus mode is just freaking stupid. Alright, we're still on pace. 3 more levels in a boss. We're on pace. We're good. We're good. Here's another stupid level. This one is one of the few levels that you can actually soft lock, per se. And what I mean by soft lock, I mean you can actually get to the point where you'll actually have to restart because you push things in a direction or a way that you can't get out of, you can't undo. Because you can't actually get in there and turn those unless that bridge is made. But if the bridge is made, you can grab everything, so... We have saved the clown dolls! Beautiful. 2 more levels. Let's go. This is just a slider puzzle, as they all are. 2 very fast spinies. And a lot of very slippery ice. Let's go. And you do sort of have a time limit here. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'll take that. Thank you. We have saved the toy soldiers! Last level and the boss. Let's go. We got this. Toyland. This one has a pattern. There's really no good way of doing this other than just doing this. So, bear with me. All of these hammers have to be in a certain direction. Left, down, left, and right. Okay. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way! Alright. And we have saved the Legos! Ladies and gentlemen, we have saved Legos. And the Legos are going to tell us that the final Wizard King waits for us. Please save the world by defeating the Wizard King! Anybody want to take a guess what the Wizard King is? You've got about 15, 30 seconds to guess what the Wizard King is. You want to take a guess? No, it's not a panda. It's a Spiny, yes! It's a Spiny! The thing that bounces around that you can't kill. Perfect. I'm gonna take a guess. Take a guess. It's Bowser! You're right. Perfect. I literally was gonna say Bowser before you put it in chat. He is the wizard. He is the Wizard King. All hail Wizard King. It's Elsa. Elsa's the Wizard King. I know you're being facetious, but I was actually about to say it. I was about to say it before you did. Actually, you said it about the time I said it. The Wizard King is a snowman with a bucket on his head. And he's Jafar. And he's Jafar. 1. Yeah, come stomp me. Oops. Oh, that was bad. Surrounded by ice Legos, too. Pretty cool. 2. Let's go. Nope. Bad. 3. It's bad to end up behind him at all. At least after he drops. Until after he drops. Right there, it's fine. 4. No! Get that off the screen. Oh. Can I get it? No! Ah, I got bowled. It's Kid Jafar playing pretend, yeah. Alright, we got this. Bud the Spud donates $24 and says, great event, great streamers, and a great cause. Thank you, Bud the Spud. Appreciate it very much. Let's do this. Alright. Frosty the Ice Man! No, can you go a little further over? That'd be great. There we go. No! No! Ah! The ice is giving him strength! I mean, snowman. 1. Nope. Hey, how about right there? Right there's great. 2. Really? It just cracked in the wall. You suck, sir. 3. Got some hops. Still be behind him. 4. Right here. No! Dang, brought him too far down. Okay, go. Don't be behind him. 5. And victory. Someone now we're hype! And we have say, oh no, Kickle, where did you go? And there we go. Rip Mr. Frosty. Kickle, my precious Kickle, don't die. Open your eyes. Where am I now? He talks. You came around. I am the youngest daughter of Princess Toys, Princess Mira. Is King Toys safe and sound? Is the Wizard King dead? Thank goodness you're all right. She didn't answer your question. Come on, they're all waiting for you. Kickled the bucket. Garanthor, you deserve a one-up for that. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Please, don't go anywhere. we ain't done yet. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to move it along. I hope you're ready for some more awesome video gaming action. Ladies and gentlemen, up next is a Link to the Past randomizer. It's going to be a blast.